In sci-fi, interstellar and interplanetary warfare, there are elite special forces that operate in the shadows, carrying out critical missions that often determine the outcome of the conflict. Among these legendary warriors are the Orbital Drop Shock Troopers, or the ODSTs of the UNSC in Halo, the Tempestus Scions of Warhammer 40K, and the clone troopers of the Grand Army of the Republic in Star Wars. Each group, forged in the crucible of war, exemplifies the pinnacle of military prowess, tactical acumen, and unyielding resolve. These special forces, each with their distinct heritage and tactics, share a common bond, an unwavering dedication to their cause, and a readiness to face unsurmountable odds. So here in this video we will assess the ODSTs, the Tempestus Scions, and the clone troopers, and come up with an answer as to which one is the best in comparison. So let's get to it. From Halo, the ODSTs represent the pinnacle of the United Nations Space Command's Special Forces. Renowned for their unparalleled bravery and elite training, these soldiers are often called upon to undertake the most dangerous and critical missions in the galaxy. They are launched from orbit in single-occupant drop pods known as single-occupant exo-atmospheric insertion vehicles, directly into hostile environments. The journey to become an ODST is rigorous and demanding. Candidates are drawn from the best soldiers within the UNSC Marine Corps, and also from other branches. The selection process involves intense physical training, psychological conditioning, and training in advanced combat scenarios designed to combat insurrectionists, the Covenant, and now recently the Forerunners. From Warhammer 40K we have the Tempestus Scions, which are also known as the Stormtroopers. They are drawn from the most promising recruits of the Scholar Progenium, an institution dedicated to training the Imperium's most elite warriors and leaders. The Scholar Progenium takes an offense of Imperial officials and military personnel, subjecting them to harsh regimens of discipline, physical conditioning, and indoctrination of the Imperial Creed. From this rigorous training ground, only the best and the most resilient are chosen to join the ranks of the Tempestus Scions. These Scions are frequently deployed to neutralize key enemy targets, to disrupt supply lines, and pave the way for larger Imperial offensives. They serve as the hammer that breaks the enemies of humanity on the anvil of war, striking with a devastating force and precision. Notable Scions include the Karskin of the Cadian World, the Catachan Devils, the Krieg's Death Corps Grenadiers, and the Steel Legion Stormtroopers of the Armageddon World. And then we have the clone troopers, which form the backbone of the Grand Army of the Republic in Star Wars, participating in major campaigns across the galaxy during the Clone Wars. Specialized units such as the Clone Commandos undertake covert operations, intelligence gathering, and sabotage missions that require their unique blend of skills and adaptability. So when we say clone troopers here, we are mainly referring to these specialized commandos. Clone troopers are bred in the advanced cloning facilities of Camino, using the genetic template of the legendary bounty hunter called Jango Fett. From birth they undergo strenuous training and conditioning to prepare them for combat. Camino One instructors and advanced training programs ensure that each clone trooper possesses exceptional discipline, coordination, and tactical abilities. Their training emphasizes adaptability and teamwork, allowing them to function seamlessly in diverse combat environments. So let's firstly take a look at numbers. The Orbital Drop Shock Troopers, or the ODSTs, are the elite special operations within the UNSC Marine Corps, operating under the Naval Special Weapons Division of the UNSC Special Forces. There are at least 4 ODST divisions, with the 105th Shock Troop Division being the most notable, alongside the 65th Shock Troops Division. Each division is composed of 3 regiments or brigades and a division headquarters section, ideally totaling approximately 14,000 personnel. This means that there are around 56,000 ODSTs in the UNSCs, and the number of ODST combat teams varies from company to company, typically ranging from 6 to 7-8 teams, each specializing in specific missions, and then each combat team consists of 10 to 14 members, with each member having a distinct skill. Now, with up to 10,000 soldiers at any given time, each Tempestus Scion regiment is larger than most Imperial Guard regiments that are typically raised from a single world. However, these large forces do not fight together in one place. Instead, individual companies or battalions are dispatched to different war zones, and from there, individual Stormtrooper squads are then integrated into other Astra Militarum regiments as needed. The Tempestus Scions form multiple regiments within the Militarum Tempestus, each maintaining full strength through a constant influx of new recruits. These recruits are often progenia of the Scholar Progenium, making each regiment a diverse group of soldiers from various worlds across the Imperium of Man. The exact number of regiments are not really described, but even if at the least, if the numbers are 1000 guardsmen to 1 Tempestus Scion, that still gives us a total of billions of Tempestus Scion troopers. Now for the clone troopers, they were inducted as formal standard infantry for the Grand Republic firstly. By the time of the Empire, the number of soldiers were mainly non-clones, and they were in the millions. In the prequel trilogy of Star Wars, more specifically in Attack of the Clones, it was stated that the first 200,000 units were ready a decade after Jedi Master Sifo-Dyas commissioned the creation of the clone army to the Kaminoans. In addition to the first units, 1 million clones were then being developed in the facilities spread across Kamino at the time of the Jedi Knight Obi-Wan Kenobi's arrival. So the total number of clone troopers would be 1.2 million, with an annual commissioning of 200,000 given the same production time, since the clones of Jango Fett took time to mature, at least a decade. Many of them are also included in the commandos, the shock troops and many other sections. So by the first metric, we have 40k Scions being the most numerous in the billions of soldiers, then comes the clone troopers with more than 1 million, and lastly the ODSTs with just 56,000 in total. Now we come to armor. The elite soldiers of the Militarum Tempestus wear highly advanced carapace armor over most of their bodies. This armor is designed to offer excellent protection while still allowing for great mobility and flexibility during combat. The carapace armor is made from layers of plasteel and ceramite, providing significant protection against ballistics and even energy weapons. It offers superior defense compared to standard Imperial Guard flag armor, capable of withstanding small arms fire and providing some resistance to heavier weaponry, although it can still be penetrated by sustained or concentrated fire. The armor includes a reinforced helmet with an integrated rebreather and advanced targeting systems, enhancing the Scion's combat effectiveness in the field of war. So the clone troopers during the Clone Wars in Star Wars wore Phase 1 and then later Phase 2 armors, which evolved to provide better protection and comfort. Phase 1 armor was made from a plastoid composite material over a sealed bodysuit, offering moderate protection against blaster bolts and physical impacts. The Phase 2 was an improved version with better protection, including additional plating, and it incorporates advanced features like integrated heads-up displays or HUDs, thermal imaging and enhanced communication systems. While they are a bit resilient against weaker blaster fire and shrapnel, clone trooper armor can be breached by sustained blaster bolts, by also heavier weaponry and close-range impacts from lightsabers or other melee weapons. Now the ODST Battle Dress Uniform, or the BDU, is a suit of combat armor worn by the ODSTs. The suit is vacuum sealed and is capable of extra vehicular activity for 15 minutes in a vacuum of space. The armor provides numerous advantages in the field, including ballistic protection, temperature control, as well as thermal insulation against extreme temperatures during atmospheric entry, and also thermal protection from Covenant energy weapons. The armor plating includes ceramic titanium composites for armor plating to give the soldier added protection. It features a head-up display and communication systems, notably the visual intelligence systems, which also includes reconnaissance to give more situational awareness to the wearer. Now, with respect to armor, we can conclude that all three of them, they all have very comparable protection levels. Now let's take a look at weapons. The ODSTs, the Elite Special Forces, are equipped with advanced weaponry suited for high-risk operations and combat drops. Their primary firearm is the M7S caseless submachine gun, a compact and lightweight weapon that offers high rates of fire and excellent close-quarters combat capabilities. The ODSTs can also utilize the BR-55 battle rifle, a semi-automatic rifle effective at medium to long ranges, equipped with a scope for targeting and a versatile ammunition capacity. For heavy firepower and anti-armor roles, they deploy the M41 surface-to-surface rocket launcher as well as sniper rifles. The weapons that they use, though, are just a slightly more advanced form of ballistic weaponry, as we can see in our 21st century warfare. Now, the Tempestus Scions' primary firearm is the hotshot lasgun, or the Hellgun, a variant of the standard lasgun that boasts high energy output and greater armor-piercing capabilities. This weapon is effective against heavily armored targets and is versatile enough for both medium-range engagements and close-quarters combat. Additionally, they utilize hotshot volley guns, which are rapid-fire versions of their primary lasguns, just like machine guns that fire laser beams. These are capable of laying down suppressive fire and overwhelming enemy positions. They can also carry a wide range of autoguns, flamers, melter guns, plasma guns and grenade launchers, as well as rocket weaponry, and for every squad of 5 Tempestus Scions, 2 of them carry these special weapons. And so the weapon types of the Scions include both ballistics and directed energy weapons, as well as plasma weaponry and even rockets. Now the clone troopers of the Galactic Republic and of the Empire later on are equipped with a variety of weaponry tailored to their role as frontline infantry during the Clone Wars and later as specialized troopers during the Empire. Their standard issue firearm is the DC-15A blaster rifle, a versatile weapon effective at medium to long ranges. This weapon is equipped with a blaster bolt focusing barrel for increased accuracy and a high rate of fire, and for close quarters engagements, clone troopers use the DC-15S blaster carbines, compact versions of their rifles with shorter barrels and rapid fire capabilities. Additionally, they are trained in the use of thermal detonators and various grenade types, as well as rocket launchers, so their weapons are primarily directed energy with little ballistics. Now for tactics, all of these are trained to the teeth to fight and win in all types of scenarios. The ODSTs have a unique advantage as they could be dropped into the heat of battle via drop pods from space, just like the Space Marines of 40K, while the Tempestus Scions and the clone troopers have to be lifted in with the use of dropships mainly. The Tempestus Scions, however, are more experienced in a wider form of warfare since they have to fight against a myriad of Xenos races, against corrupted and psychic enemies, and at times even against the demonic forces of chaos. The clone troopers, however, have a section of the commander units that operate jetpacks, and therefore this gives them a tactical edge in mobility. But remember that 40K Elysian drop troops, although they have jetpacks, they are not Tempestus Scions, but are a regiment of the Astra Militarum. So now in the end of it all, we come to the comparison in a nutshell. In a numbers game, we have the 40K's Tempestus Scions with the most numerous special forces, numbering in the billions perhaps, followed by Star Wars with the hundreds of thousands and maybe a million, and lastly by Halo with 56,000 ODSTs. We then concluded that their armors provided somewhat equal level of defense and environmental protection. As for the weapons, the ODSTs are the lowest with their primarily ballistic types, followed by Star Wars, the clone troopers which use mainly directed energy blaster fire. Then we have the Tempestus Scions which have the more diverse array of weaponry, from las guns to plasma, from melter to autoguns, and even ballistics and rocket weaponry. In terms of mobility, the ODSTs can be dropped from orbit, and so their rapid reaction time is the best. Some clone troopers also have jetpacks, which would give them one up in speed. And lastly, as for combat doctrines, even though they are all equally made to execute specialized missions, the Tempestus Scions have them all beat with their experience in tackling more enemy types and variants. And so with that, we come to the end of the video on the best sci-fi human special forces from 40K, Star Wars and Halo. Now if you like this video, then watch this other one as well. And if you want to browse for other Warhammer and sci-fi content, then check out our channel. So subscribe and like for support, and while you're at it, bang on that bell icon for notifications on new video uploads. Till the next time, take care, boys.